the blistering heat of the Sinai Desert, a new kind of ace was born, one who didn't need to see the whites of his enemy's eyes, only the heat of their exhaust. This is the story of a man they called the Devil, an unassuming pilot who would become Israel's ace of aces, Giora Epstein. While the world was fixated on the dogfights of Vietnam, a relentless air war was raging in the Middle East, and Epstein was rewriting the rules of aerial combat with a single devastating phrase: Fox 2. Welcome to top-tier TV. Today, we're diving into the skies of the 1967 and 1973 Arab-Israeli wars to track the most successful Western jet ace in history. This isn't just about the number of his kills, it's about how he got them. This is the story of a pilot who mastered his machine, exploited new technology, and flew with a predator's instinct that bordered on the supernatural. To understand Giora Epstein, you have to understand the pressure cooker he flew in. Israel, a nation born from conflict, was surrounded by hostile neighbors with massive Soviet-supplied air forces. The Israeli Air Force, or IAF, wasn't just a military branch, it was the nation's silver bullet. Its survival depended on quality over quantity, on innovation, and on pilots who could perform miracles. Enter Giora Epstein. He wasn't a natural. In fact, he almost washed out of flight school. He was quiet, methodical, and struggled with air sickness. But he possessed two qualities that would define his career: an unshakable calm and an obsessive drive to improve. He wasn't the most flamboyant pilot, but he was perhaps the most determined. His weapon of choice was the French-made Dassault Mirage IIIC, a beautiful aerodynamic masterpiece, but with a critical flaw for beyond visual range combat. Its radar was practically useless. In a world moving towards long-range missile shots, the Mirage was a knife fighter's plane, and Epstein was about to become the greatest knife fighter of them all. Epstein's first taste of combat came during the lightning-fast Six-Day War in 1967, and it was here he scored his first 2 kills. But more important, he began to develop his signature style. While others climbed for altitude, Epstein, a former flight instructor for Piper Cubs, had an almost unnatural comfort with flying low. He discovered his niche, stalking his prey down in the weeds, using the desert floor as his cover. He would fly at treetop level, sometimes so low his wings would kick up sand, making his jet virtually invisible to enemy radar. He'd wait, a predator hiding in plain sight, until an enemy aircraft passed overhead. Then, he'd pull back on the stick, converting his speed into a steep, soaring climb, ending up perfectly positioned behind the unsuspecting MiG. It was a brutally effective tactic, but his true reign of terror began in 1973 during the Yom Kippur War, and it was powered by a new piece of technology, the French-made R-530 and later, the Shafrir 2 heat-seeking missile. Fox 2, that's the radio call for a heat-seeking missile launch. For Epstein, it became his mantra. The MiG-21s he faced were nimble, but they had a fatal weakness. Their engines ran incredibly hot, leaving a massive infrared signature. Epstein's tactic was to get in close, often inside 2 miles, ignore the chaotic furball happening above him, and pick off enemies one by one. On June 18, 1973, he demonstrated his mastery. Spotting 2 MiG-21s, he initiated his classic low-altitude intercept. He closed the distance, his eyes fixed on the lead aircraft. The distinctive growl of the missile seeker echoed in his cockpit as it locked on. Fox 2, the first Shafrir missile leapt off the rail, striking the lead MiG, which exploded instantly. Without hesitation, Epstein switched his aim to the wingman, who was now panicking and turning. Another lock, another Fox 2, a second fireball lit up the sky. 2 kills in under a minute, but his most incredible day was yet to come. During the desperate first days of the Yom Kippur War, on October 19th, Epstein was a man possessed. In a series of 3 sorties in a single day, he engaged wave after wave of Syrian MiGs. He wasn't dogfighting in the classic turning and burning sense. He was an assassin. He would pounce, fire, and break away, his low-flying Mirage vanishing before the enemy could react. When the sun set on that day, Giora Hawkeye Epstein had shot down 4 enemy aircraft. It was a feat of almost unimaginable endurance and skill. By the end of his combat career, Giora Epstein had achieved 17 confirmed aerial victories, making him the highest-scoring jet ace in Western history. All 17 were against MiG-21. Most were achieved with heat-seeking missile, a testament to his skill in employing new technology. And perhaps most tellingly, he survived the war, a testament to his disciplined, safety-first approach to the deadly business of air combat. He earned the nickname Hawkeye for his phenomenal eyesight, but his legacy is that of the Devil, a relentless, unforgiving force in the skies who defended his nation when it was most vulnerable. Giora Epstein's story challenges the classic image of the dogfighting ace. He was a technician, a master of his aircraft's strengths and his enemy's weaknesses. He proved that in the missile age, positioning, patience, and a cool head were just as important as sharp reflexes. What do you think was the key to his success? Was it his unique low-altitude tactic, his mastery of the heat-seeking missile, or that unshakable nerve that almost got him kicked out of flight school? I want to hear your analysis in the comments below. If you want to explore more incredible stories of aviation history, from the B-17s of WSOs to the MiG killers of the jet age, then you need to subscribe to Top Tier TV and hit the notification bell so you never miss a up. If this story of the Devil 109 paid proper tribute to his legacy, please give this video a like. It really helps us bring these important stories to light. Thank you for watching. Remember the stories, honor the skill. We'll see you in the next video.